When you're dealing with a narcissist, you put up with nothing but mind games. In this video, I want to talk about the most common mind games that narcissists love to play. Number 1, hot and cold. Narcissist or not, all toxic people love to play the hot and cold game. All about you 1 minute, and the next they have forgotten all about you. Someone like a narcissist is always juggling more than one source of supply at a time. And so it makes sense that when they are out grooming new supply, spending time with their primary supply, or out on the hunt for maybe a whole new source altogether, they're going to withdraw from you and go cold, dark, and radio silent. This can cause a lot of hurt, anger, and confusion for people who don't fully understand what's happening. You're also frequently lied to about why this person is running hot and cold. And a lot of the time, they will tell you that they are doing it and it's your fault. You're the cause of all of the problems and why they're running hot and cold in the first place. Number 2, gaslighting. It's a good old classic narcissistic move. Gaslighting causes you to lose your grip on reality and you begin to question yourself and what's going on around you. The whole point behind gaslighting is to isolate you, and this causes massive amounts of confusion. You'll find pretty much all of this boils down to creating chaos and confusion. That's what a narcissist is looking to do. If you notice that someone's trying to convince you that you don't know what you're talking about, you're seeing things that aren't there, you're hearing things and that wasn't correct, and if you just get that overall feeling that someone is trying to make you feel like you're insane, maybe they're even telling you that you're crazy or you're insane or you need help, it's not a normal way to behave. It is someone attempting to gaslight you. Number 3, word salad. Word salad is actually a psychological term, and it typically refers to a symptom of schizophrenia, when somebody utters a random mashup of words that don't make any sense in a sentence. Narcissistic word salad is a slightly twisted or slang, so to speak, version of this term, and it refers to when a narcissist is talking about random bullshit that doesn't make any sense, and it's purposefully uttered to confuse you. It can also be called narc speak. Narcissistic word salad can be pretty much lumped in with gaslighting because all it is meant to do is throw you off and confuse you, make you further doubt your own reality and question yourself. Number 4, the blame game or the blame shift. I found a quote on the internet a long time ago that said, "A narcissist wants to be the victim or the hero and never the bad guy." That seriously couldn't be more true. Narcissists can't live their day-to-day lives if they don't find somebody else to blame for everything that has gone wrong. If you find yourself as the narcissist's primary source of supply, you can bet most of the time it's going to be you and only you that the blame is squarely aimed at. Everything is your fault, you're wrong, you're awful, so on and so forth. It is extremely common with toxic people, like narcissists, to be extremely juvenile, immature, and never want to accept responsibility for their actions. If it isn't their fault, then it has to be somebody else's. Some narcs go to extensive lengths to blame others for absolutely everything, every shortcoming, every mistake, whatever it is that's happening in their life. If you would like to talk one-on-one about a narcissistic relationship that you're in right now, or maybe you're still working on getting over a relationship like this, you can email BookAChatWithJess@gmail.com to set up private chats and coaching with me if you feel you need it. Number 5, triangulation. We can't talk about the mind games of a narcissist if we don't talk about sparking jealousy and self-doubt, of course, with triangulation. All throughout a relationship with a narcissist, you will be triangulated with people you know and probably people you don't even know. You will feel in competition with the exes, feeling the need to be better so that they don't find somebody else. You'll feel the need to jump through hoops, be perfect, and constantly perform. This also damages your self-esteem as you are constantly made to feel like you're not good enough. You are made to feel as if you have to compete for the affection of a narcissist. You will always be jealous, thinking there's always somebody else. And the bottom line is there is always somebody else. Number 6, minimizing. You'll often be minimized by a narcissist, even when you go to them with the smallest of issues. Something as simple as having a bad day. You will be reduced down and tossed aside, usually with some kind of curt response like, "Oh yeah, well my day was worse." You don't have to be so dramatic. It wasn't the worst day ever. Or, of course, one of those good old, oh, well, tomorrow will be better, so why don't you just cheer up? No matter what issue comes up, you will quickly be dismissed, as it's very clear the narcissist is not at all interested in what you have to say, nor are they interested in making you feel better in any way, shape, or form. One of the many, I can't stress this enough, many things you will never get from a narcissist is that feeling of safety and security that a healthy relationship is supposed to provide. You are supposed to know this person loves you and will support you. Perhaps what is bothering you is trivial to them. That happens to all of us. But the least they could do is see how upset you are, try to make you feel better, and try to make you feel safe and happy. If you don't feel safe and secure inside a relationship, you are not in a very good one. Number 7, the silent treatment. A silent treatment from a narcissist will always be punishment for something you've done that has made them upset. Don't put it past a narc to get angry, start a fight, just to give you a silent treatment in order to play hot and cold while they run around and go check in with all their other sources of supply. Number 8, hoovering. Much like roaches and Saturday Night Live, some narcs just won't go away and continue to bother you long after the relationship is over. If they're not directly attempting to get back in your life, they're at least attempting to disrupt it. Always a sign of an extremely weak person like a narcissist. When there's nowhere else to turn, they come back to you and try to see if they can either get back in or just make your life as miserable as they possibly can for the lulz, I guess. It's really important to do things like make sure these people are blocked on social media, lay low for a while, don't broadcast things like new relationships, new jobs, new puppies, nothing. You kind of have to treat narcs after the relationship is over, kind of like that annoying kid from 3rd grade. You have to let them keep knocking at your door while you hide next to the sofa with the lights off. Eventually, they'll think you're not home, and then they'll just fuck off. Number 9, the smear campaign. No narc goes down without attempting to drag you down with them. Some of them do well, some of them not so much. So here we have the smear campaign. This isn't so much a mind game on your mind as it is on other people's brains. This is just your name being used to drag through the mud. It's highly common with narcs that they will try and destroy any kind of reputation you have with friends, family, your job, your community, things like that. I've spoken on the smear campaign many times, but I will say it again here. Remember, they can only talk mad shit on you to 2 people. People who know you, people who don't. The people that don't know you, you don't need to lose any sleep over. The people who know you already know better than the kind of shit that a narc is going to spin. A smear campaign will show you who is really on your side, who really knows you, and things like this. Anybody you lose from a smear campaign, trust me, they weren't even worth keeping. Kiss mutual friends with a narcissist goodbye. Maybe not literally, that might be kind of weird, but truly, anybody who is friends with somebody who hurt you and knows that this person hurt you is absolutely no friend of yours. With friends like that, I hope you don't have any actual enemies. Number 10, flying monkeys. Speaking of mutual friends, here we are. I want to talk about flying monkeys because I haven't really for a long time. These are the poor saps who work for the narcissist and do their bidding. They'll hoover you for the narc, pass along messages for the narc, attack you on behalf of the narcissist, and they work solely for that person, even though at the time they might actually appear to be on your side and maybe even against the narcissist. Again, this isn't so much a mind game on your end. This is just somebody else the narc has corrupted and brainwashed that you need to absolutely stay away from. Mutual friends, flying monkeys, anybody who pretty much has anything to do with a narcissist who's taunting you, or even if they're not anymore, it's nobody who needs to stay in your life. They're in some way, shape, or form, again, corrupted, gaslighted, brainwashed. They're nobody that you need around. Tell me what mind games I missed down in the comments, and which ones have been used, do you think, the most in all of these relationships? Thanks so much for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.